Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 45 of my PySimpleGUI course. Today we are going to start creating a calculator. The finished code is going to look like this. So as you can tell, there are a bunch of buttons and they're all numbers. There will be 5 rows of buttons of 4 and an input element on the top. But you can't see, but we're going to actually put a text element on the top of the input element. So let's get started. Oh yeah, but this will take 2 lessons. For this lesson, we are only going to create the layout. We're not going to make all the functions that allow the buttons to work. So first, we're going to import PySimpleGUI. And then we do all the normal stuff like layout. This has 7 rows. We can worry about layout later. And then we can make the window. And then we can name it calculator with layout. And then we can make an event loop while true. And then we can define event values equals window.read. And then if event equals none, then we break. Then we can close the window. Window.close. Okay, so now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to define our own variable. We define variables by using the def function. We do define user button, and then we can make a variable inside called text. And then we can do output by using return functions. This would be like what comes out of user button. And then we're putting user button in front of the layout, and so that way we can put user button inside the layouts to actually use them. We can do return sg.b. Inside we can put text. Text is this variable right here with pad of 2 and 2. This way the buttons will be closer instead of the normal 10. And then size, we can do 4 and 2. And we can put the font as the normal Calibri with a font size of 18. Then we can customize the button color into black, like the picture. And that's about it. So if we look at it, it's padding, which is 2 and 2. Size is 4 and 2, like the dimensions. And then the font is font 18 Calibri. The button color is black. So this is all we need to do for defining the custom function. And then inside the layout, we can do sg.text. This is the text line on the really top that you can't see because we're printing nothing right now. In the next lesson, we'll show you what it's used for. And then the second line is an input element. It's also blank, and we can define the properties later. But right now, let's focus on using this function that we just defined. We can do user button, and then inside the brackets, which is this variable text, we can just do I, and then we can do a loop of for I in, and then if we look at the buttons, it would be these 4 buttons for this row: clear, left bracket, right bracket, and percentage. So we do clear, left bracket, right bracket, and percentage. Okay, just percentage. Let's run this to make sure it works. So the first line works. AC, the two brackets, and percentage. We'll define the parameters for the input element later because this is way too long and too narrow. Okay, and then we can copy and paste this onto the next one. But for this it's 1, 2, 3, and plus for the next row. And then since all of these are just one character, we don't need to use a list. We can just use a string. We can do 1, 2, 3 plus inside the string, and let's make sure it works by running it. So 1, 2, 3, and plus. So this also works. And then let's copy and paste this into the next row. For this, it would be 4, 5, 6, and minus. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, and minus. Okay, so this would be 4, 5, 6, and minus. Oh. Okay. And then for the next row, it would be 7, 8, 9, and for the multiplication sign, it's just a capital X. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 with a capital X. 7, 8, 9 and a capital X. And for the last row, it would be 0, period, equals, and division line. So we can 0, period, equals, and as you notice, the division line, we can't find that on our keyboard. So we can just go onto Chrome and search up division symbol right here, and then we can just copy and paste this symbol right here. And like that. So if we run it, it would be 0, period, equals, and division. Just like this, 0, period, equals, and division. Okay, so, and then we can make the input element the same size as the 4 buttons on one row. We can change the size. Size equals, let's try 15 and 2. And then size equals, oh wait, sorry, I just did the size. And then we can do font. Keep it consistent as Calibri. And then let's say this font size is 28. We can run this, see if it works. Okay, so this is a bit too long. We can change 15 into like 12. Okay, now it's perfect. So, but if you notice, if we click the buttons, nothing would happen. We will do that next video. But for now, that concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next lesson. And remember, learning at Work for Tuition is easier than addition.